Last week I talked about fighting discouragement with focus. This week I want to talk about where we should be focusing. Matthew 6:34 is a familiar verse. You've probably heard it as, "So don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow has enough worries of its own." But the Message version really spoke to me this week in my devotional. The Message version says, "Give your entire attention to what God is doing right now. And don't get worked up about what may or may not happen tomorrow. God will help you deal with whatever hard things come up when the time comes." One reason that really spoke to me is because too often we rob ourselves of the joy of the present by focusing on the future over which we have no control. The future belongs to God. God's got control over it. And if we trust God, we have to trust that He has our best interests at heart. God never failed to help you before. God will always be there. He will never leave you nor forsake you. We have to just trust Him. So we get so worried about what's going to happen that sometimes blessings that God sends us, we don't fully enjoy because we're concerned about the management of these blessings later. It's like winning $1 million prize in the lottery, but then concerning yourself with how you're going to spend it and how you're going to budget it, that you don't even get a chance to really enjoy that you just got blessed with $1 million. And when we say it like that, it may sound like it doesn't really make sense, but that's real. So focusing on right now. And not only the future, don't focus on what happened. You can't change the past. You can change the future if you focus correctly. But we have limited control over what our future holds. We have no idea what God is going to do. We do not have God's vision. And we need to focus on how we can see God right now in our everyday. Look around you. Ask God to give you the clarity of vision to see how God is moving in your life right now. What are we missing right now? What blessings, what provision, what opportunities are we missing right now, being overly concerned about things that may or may not ever happen, that may or may not ever present itself? Worrying is not only a futile effort, but it also robs you of joy. There's an old spiritual, "One Day at a Time," and the lyrics really speak to this. It says, "One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking of you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday is gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. God, help me today. Show me the way, one day at a time." One day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time. Ask God to give you the focus so that you can see how God is moving right now. Hope that helped you. Take care.